Hi, good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Am I visible? Just confirm it once. Am I audible? And am I visible? Is the screen okay? Hi, good evening. Good evening. Can you please confirm? Am I audible? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Let's wait for this one minute. Then we start it. Huh? It's just wait for a minute. So let's start now. Uh, Good evening, dear FMG friends. And this is your ENT faculty, Rajiv Dhawan. And this session is an informal session. It's not a session to teach anything, to share anything. This session is only to convey to you a couple of things. Number one, that lot of faculty, all the faculty members can really feel the pain you're going through. Believe me, when a student fails, somewhere we also fail, and and uh, and when in an exam 90% people are not passing something, it's a matter of huge, I would say, displeasure and really unsatisfaction within us also. And such sessions are better avoided. Believe me, nobody would like to talk at this point of time to the students. But I'm a student in myself still. I believe in that. I am not an educator. I'm still one of you guys. So it's just my attempt to be with you in this moment of real despair, real sadness. And if you can really feel, you know I've been really very restless since the time the result got declared, because I was myself hoping a better result than this, close to 20% or above. And this much low result has been a lot of, it has been a really a tough challenge for faculty members as well. And I would not mince my words on this. And as you know, it's not a platform where we would really, really, have something to really, propagate or something. It's a time we should stand together. That's the most important thing. I can really relate to what you would be going through. Just, I merely thinking that, parents are there, and they would be having a lot of question in their eyes and words when they look at you, when they talk to you. And I can feel those words, I can feel those questions in their words as well. And I can feel your pain when you are facing them. uh, let us let us start really, know how to now come out of this tough situation in our life. Because life poses different situations, and this is one of the toughest situation. And people who have repeated, the exam second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time. I know them personally also. A huge challenge for them. But what we should do now? Number one, look at one bright point, everyone. Look at one bright point. This December exam is for sure FMG examination. I might not be able to say this similar thing when we talk again to other people, if they're now not able to pass December exam. How 2023 would unfold itself as far as medical exam in India is concerned, we don't know that. Let's accept it. Nobody knows it. It's all hypothetical. Next is coming or not next coming. When it is coming, we don't know. But 2023, there are a lot of question marks. But 2022 December, FMG exam is a sure examination. It's absolutely a sure examination that's going to occur, and we know the date already. It's 17 December. Please pick up a copy and pencil if possible. I know you would not be in a mood to really write anything. I know that, but let us set our mindset once again right. If you remember, on this channel, DocTutorials, we started a series with Dr. Azam sir and Dr. Khalil sir 1 month before strategy, and then 1 week before strategy, and then on the exam day strategy, and then today also, when we fail also, we should really be together. It's absolutely clear with me that if we were together before the exam a month and then a week, then on the day of the exam strategy, then I think we should hold hands together even if we could not make it. Though it's a very painful thing, this is the conversation any faculty would like to avoid. You know it. But again, may I remind you, in my heart, I do not feel I'm a faculty. In my heart, I just feel that I'm one of you guys. I'm still a student actually. So that's why I want to stand with my fellow brothers and sisters, I would say. That's the attempt actually. Now, one brighter side is that December 2022 FMG examination is 100% a possibility, a sure examination, because already they have given a date also. So we have an opportunity waiting in front of us. Number two, a lot of people will be saying that we would get key from NB examination board. We should ask them the question. We should ask in the court. We should really do something. And absolutely relatable thought, because any sane person would really feel that we should know what questions came, what key was, how we were evaluated, and what is the real, score we actually had actually. And if you know, I shared a post a couple of days back that IIT JEE mains key was shared by the National Testing Agency, and a lot of people objected to various question keys, and they said they proved it is wrong, and it is being reevaluated. So everybody deserves the same kind of chance. But having said that, NB would not really budge. I should not say on this platform all these things. I know these are all government bodies, but as the public, we also have the right to ask them. But in the past also, people tried to really persuade them to release the key, but they did not. Now, when we talk about injustice done to us, actually, I do understand, because a lot of people had calculated their scores and it was crossing 160, 170, and but then when they saw 130, 140, and between 140 and 149, a lot of people are there. We know that, so we feel restless. It's not only you, but we all feel restless. We all faculty members feel restless also. That I wish we could really get a transparent mechanism that our students should know where they went wrong, and so that they can improve upon in the next exam. If we went wrong, okay, we accept it, but we should know where we went wrong. But is it possible? Let us call spade a spade. A boiling blood is a good blood. Agreed. I'm also a very volatile person. When such issues happen, I really feel very restless. I would like to do anything which is possible at time. But do you think is it possible that NB would share the key? Actually, I have a question to all of you. Do you think that there is a legal mechanism to make them really agree to this demand? That okay, and what would happen that we would postpone our preparation better? I know right now none of you is in the mood of preparation, and I absolutely can, with the maximum efforts people put, they are still standing at 140, 149, 147. Some people, they scored better in the previous exam, and this exam they went. So all this is actually dilemma. And but do you think it's a possibility that NB would release the key with us, actually, that it will make public? They have never done it, better. They have never done it. let us really face the facts as they are. Howsoever justified we are, I totally relate to it. I agree to your thought process, and I am absolutely in the same thought process. As an educator, also would like to know different exam, different subject question. What was marked right by them actually? But this is not happening. I'm not really creating sort of negative thing over here, but I want you to understand what reality is right now. Because if we keep on hoping something miraculous happening, I don't know whether we would be reaching anywhere, but we'll surely waste the month of July actually. Now, December exam is a reality, and be declaring the key and really do you think they will reevaluate the result and all that? They've never done in the past. They have really fought well in the court, and they don't really hear to court all sometime, and I don't think that that's going to really work. So number one, we we are in a genuine pain right now. Number two, if you're thinking that your parents are really upset with you, they are upset, but they're still standing by your side. Being a parent, I can assure you this thing, howsoever rattled the parents may be right now because of our failure, if your parents are around, ask them to come on the screen, hear me. And I can say in English and Hindi for parents actually the same message, that dear parents, if you're hearing me, please understand one thing, your sons and daughters have really worked hard. अगर आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं पेरेंट्स, तो मैं एक बात बड़ी क्लियरली बताना चाहता हूँ कि बच्चों ने बड़ी मेहनत करी है, बहुत मेहनत करी है, और मतलब मन से मेहनत करी है। लेकिन कई बार सिचुएशन हमारे हाथ में नहीं होती और हम फेल होते चले जाते हैं, और बार बार फेल होते हैं. वी फेल मल्टीपल नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स एक्चुअली, बट दैट डज नॉट मीन दैट आवर सन्स एंड डॉटर्स डिड नॉट वर्क हार्ड. दे रियली वर्कड हार्ड. एंड डियर पेरेंट्स, इफ यू आर लिसनिंग टू मी, अगर आप पेरेंट्स हैं, मेरी बात सुन रहे हैं, ये मौका है अपने बच्चों का हाथ थामने का, ये मौका है अपने बच्चों का हाथ पकड़ने का. दिस अ टाइम every parent should hold the hand of their son and daughter so that they should not feel that alone. I know फेलियर किसी को अच्छा नहीं लगता, किसी को भी फेल होना अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, अपने बच्चे का तो फेल होना बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. लेकिन इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि हमारे बच्चे ने कोशिश नहीं करी. हमारे बच्चे ने पूरी तैयारी करी, हमारे बच्चे ने पूरे जी जान से मेहनत करी. लेकिन ये एग्जाम ही ऐसा है, जिस एग्जाम में 100 में 90 बच्चे फेल हो जाते हो, वो एग्जाम थोड़ा अलग एग्जाम है. उसमें बहुत सारी चीजें अलग लेवल पे होती हैं, हमें नहीं उस पर कॉमेंट नहीं करना. लेकिन इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि बच्चों ने मेहनत नहीं करी है. हमारे सारे स्टूडेंट्स ने बड़े मन से मेहनत करी है. कुछ बच्चे सेकंड टाइम, थर्ड टाइम, फोर्थ टाइम भी मेहनत कर, जज्बा देखिए. प्लीज लुक एट, मैं पेरेंट्स को मैसेज दे रहा हूँ, प्लीज लुक एट दिस, यू नो, फीलिंग अमंग्स योर चिल्ड्रन. 2 बार 3 बार 4 बार फेल होने के बावजूद भी वो डटे हुए हैं. इन स्पाइट ऑफ 2 3 4 फेलियर्स, स्टिल दे आर फाइटिंग फॉर देयर, डिग्री. दे वांट टू वैलिडेट डिग्री इन देयर कंट्री. अभी भी वो मेहनत कर रहे हैं. मानता हूँ फेल हो गए, मैं मानता हूँ इस बार भी फेल हुए बच्चे, लेकिन इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि हम हाथ छोड़ देंगे. पेरेंट्स, आपको मेरा हाथ जोड़ के रिक्वेस्ट है कि ये मोमेंट बच्चों का हाथ थामने का है, बच्चों का हाथ पकड़ने का है, और अपने बच्चों को कॉन्फिडेंस देने का है कि हम उनके साथ खड़े हों. आई नो टफ है सिचुएशन, बिकॉज हमारा गुस्सा आता है कि बच्चा क्यों नहीं पास हुआ, दूसरा बच्चा क्यों पास हो गया, ये सब चीज़ें होती हैं. लेकिन लेट अस स्टैंड बाय आर हमारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं, हमारे बच्चे हैं, हमारे भाई बहन हैं, और आपके बच्चे हैं. इकट्ठे खड़े होके उनके साथ हमें आगे बढ़ना है. दिस वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो सारे पेरेंट्स को मैं एक बार हिंदी और इंग्लिश में बोल देता हूँ कि आपका बिल्कुल दुख जायज़ है, लेकिन इस दुख में हम ये ना भूल जाएं कि हमारे बच्चे ने मेहनत नहीं करी, बहुत मेहनत करी है. आइए बच्चों का हाथ थामते हैं और आगे बढ़ते हैं. डियर पेरेंट्स, with folded hand, I really want to inform you that your sons and daughters have really worked hard. This exam is a very different exam. 90% people failing in an exam, you can understand what kind of exam it will be. Let us not doubt our children. Let us trust them. Let us hold their hand and let us move forward. So that's for parents actually. Coming back to us, better. Dear students, now how to go forward. All of you, please, please think tonight that which are your 4 weakest subjects. All of you are requested to think about it. This session is for the people who are going to repeat first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time. So they know what subject has been weaker for them. So pick up a pen and a paper and write down what subject, out 4 subjects, 4 champion subjects which have been weakest for you. Your first priority should be to make them stronger. Because if we do not address our weaknesses, we cannot fill this gap between 130 and 150. That that gap has to be filled. Paper one was difficult. If my physiology was weaker, I need to work on my physiology 100%. Which resource to use? Now, I assume that there's few different crowd of people. There is one segment who is sitting in front of me right now. They are the people who have already attended one live, online live, face-to-face coaching in the period between January to May. For the June exam, they joined one regular batch, online batch, offline batch. They have done that from any organization. All institutions work 100% for their students, and every faculty member try to give level best to the students so that they pass. If you have done one regular online course or one regular face-to-face course till now, and you have been thoroughly attending it, you have been really thorough about it, you have not missed many classes, you have made the notes, and you think going forward you can be disciplined, you can really revise those notes, you can work on your weaker subjects from that resource or some online resource, something from maybe borrow from some friends and see those videos, and try to first of all focus on your four weakest subjects first of all. And if you think you're disciplined and you do not need everyday class, then for you guys the best thing would be to not waste too much of money and time again on a regular course. Please join a test and discussion batch, which would give you a disciplined kind of routine schedule to study various subjects and would address your queries or doubts in that subject. But before that TND time comes, please revise all the notes and please look at the four weakest subjects and try to cover them from a different resource, which you may borrow from your friends or howsoever you may arrange that, which you may have to arrange it, whichever way. But joining a regular course again for the people who have already done a regular course properly would not be a very good idea. It would really be a wastage of huge amount of money and resources, and everybody does not have that kind of resource as far as money is concerned, and I understand that. But if you think that you attended a regular online or offline batch in last 5 months, but number one, you missed few subjects, you did not go to the classes regularly, you did not make the notes properly, you missed few important subjects, or number two, you attended the classes properly but you feel that I need to have a structured disciplined day. If there is no discipline being done from someone, I would keep on wasting my time every day. Then you will have to join a regular course one more time, offline or online, so that every day you have a mandate to serve that, okay, today is physiology day 1, physiology day 2, physiology day 3, physiology day 4. I have done physiology earlier, I'm happy with my physiology, but these 4 days I will be revising the physiology. But this is only for those people to waste this much money, that those people who feel that I would not be disciplined if I would not have a daily schedule from some institution that this day is this class. So I may not really may not be really that much internally motivated that I would be studying on my own. I will lose that track. So may I summarize? Group 1, who have already attended one regular batch online or offline, there are two type of students. One are having confidence and have problem of money also, that they feel that okay, we can still revise those notes. In fact, we will focus on 4 weakest subject from maybe a different resource, and we will do more question. We will retrospectively read the explanation of the question and add extra point to our existing notes, and we will join a TND batch, and that would be sufficient for us. But the second group, who has got this not lack of confidence, that they would not study if they don't have a regular batch, or they don't have any financial issues and all that, they think that we'll join a batch again, we can afford that much money, and really we can go to certain classes, we will not go to certain classes, and that is what is good for us. And anyway, in that regular batch you will get a TND also. So this decision has to be yours. Because you know what, somebody telling you what to do is not really going to really suffice better, because how you know what you are having, because everybody is not same financially, motivation wise, internal confidence, discipline wise. You know where you are actually. But if you have done a regular batch properly, please don't really have this feeling that joining a regular batch again would really give you some extra material better, because it means that you have to look beyond that material for those four weaker subjects, to really see where we can really add on to our notes. Because one message is loud and clear: paper one was difficult, and paper two, certain question people could not interpret properly. So we need to do more questions, we need to increase our knowledge base better. Now let me come to the second segment of people who never attended any kind of regular batch. They had one online resource, okay, fine, which they did partially 30, 40, 50% revise with very less, and then they go for rapid review, and then they did some questions. It was not a very structured kind of preparation. It was maybe the first attempt they had, but they never attended a structured regular course actually. Then for them, they have to do one regular course, online or offline, whichever they prefer, because that would be really filling a lot of lacuna in their knowledge. Because doing on your own in 5 months would really be a very challenging task, and for them, they will have to think which resource they want to. Because people who have not done any regular thing or any online thing they followed, or any app they followed, and they did not really like that, they did not complete that, then you have to look beyond that resource. So looking beyond the resource means your current resource could not really, fulfill your expectations, or your current resource was not done justice by you, or you were not structured, you were not disciplined, you just went for 30, 40% content, then you went for rapid review, then you did some question and went for the exam. It means our exam preparation was not structured. Now, let me go to the another group better. Another group is who are doing this for last 4, 5, 6 times better, and there will be a lot of students better. Lot of, I can read in the chat box. There are few people who are actually fourth time, fifth time, sixth time also. Yeah. Now for them, please introspect. Are we doing something wrong better? Are we following some different kind of regimen which is not fitting into this preparation which is required for the examination? Is our resource really good enough for us actually, or we need to really tweak our resource now better? Because if you have never done any regular batch and never done a proper app, also you have done some just photocopy of the notes. This culture is really not great, man. Photocopy of the notes, and that would not really make us live the stories which the faculty members are telling us in the classes. And you would agree with me that questions come out of stories also better. If you remember ENT classes, questions were there out of ENT stories also, that what we discussed as a mouth breathing child and all that, those kind of thing. When you hear it, it makes all difference. So people are attempting 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Please introspect, look within. Do I need to have a fresh approach towards examination better? Is my current resource fulfilling my expectation, or do I need to look beyond better? Because it's a high time. FMG examinees should really think that they need to look beyond actually. Beyond means that medicine is an important component of the examination. We all know it. We cannot keep on ignoring medicine and going to the exam hoping miracle would happen. Let us accept our responsibility also, that we have to now elevate our level of knowledge to that level where exam is going better. Because if exam paper one was tougher, and you think my physio was weaker, my biochem was weaker, or whichever reason, now there are 2, 3 things: either I did not study the subject, or whichever resource I followed, I did not really get the idea about the subject in that way which exam was really asking me about. So it means that we look to now time to look beyond actually. Look beyond means whatever currently we have. Like for me as a faculty of ENT, I have to look, what is the trend, where I'm going. Every 6 months I innovate myself actually. People say, oh, I've taken your photocopy notes and all that. I don't discourage that. It's okay. Everybody has a different way of reading, but every faculty member of every subject will try to do level best to give you a content in such a way that it is actually, going to serve the best, for the exam. But you need to see what is helping you the most actually. The era of one resource fitting everyone is getting over better. You all know, we cannot have now a world where only offline classes are occurring and the online content, app content is not relevant. I do understand people have read subject from X resource, but they join an online or offline regular batch also. It has to be a mix and match. But let us accept this fact that we have to see what best my current institute can offer me, and wherever I can really see extra something, I must. There's my humble request to all of you is that look within yourself, what are your four weakest subjects, and ask yourself. Majority of you would be saying medicine is weaker for me, and medicine weaker means that we are not leaving any buffer, that if few questions go wrong out of the basic or paraclinical sciences, then we don't have that buffer to touch 150. Medicine will give us buffer. Let us not run away from that. Let us take an early start. And I always believe in one thing, that people who have got few subjects really, really, really stronger, they would not really go anywhere. But physiology has to be stronger, pathology has to be stronger, pharma has to be really, really, good, and then medicine has to be done properly. General surgery has to be done very aggressively. OBGY has to be done properly, and PSM has to be done properly. Better. Guys, anatomy, orthopedic has to be done in conjunction with lower limb, upper limb, and orthopedics has to be done. Pediatrics, is a very like some question of pediatrics, like they are like doable if we are really, really informed about them. But physio, patho, pharma, medicine, then surgery, OBGY, PSM, don't you think we already know that if our out of four, two subjects are falling in these eight subjects which are weaker for us, then we should really, really invest our time and energy on those subjects better. Guys, joining now biggest mistake people do, that I have joined X institute for preparation. No, 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 X was not good. I'll go to Y now. Nothing like that works, Peter. Let me be very honest. If you can just feel one thing, this interaction is heart to heart interaction, not to sell any point to anyone, not to really promote anything. It's a heart to heart conversation between a doctor and the future doctors. That's all. That's all about it. So you join X institute and you think that, oh, I couldn't pass, so I go to Y institute. No. Let us look within, that whatever I could gather from X Institute, it helped me few. You would agree with me. Every institute, few subjects you would have done, they really were really great for you. But really, some subject would be weaker for you. And if we go to Y, in Y, some subject will be stronger, some will be weaker. And that's how it works actually, you know it. Guys, the idea is to create a mix and match in your mind, that can I combine offline or app or online for me, and be self-disciplined and really study on my own and take an early start. One word, if you want to really learn from this interaction, is take an early start, my dear friends. My dear friends, I know you would be very much in despair, sad, depressed, low, and each inch of that I can go through in my mind right now. Believe me, I have been really very upset in last couple of days. And because, since the time the result came, it has not been a great feeling for me also. But, I designed this interaction on 6 today. Not that, you feel like, because what would I say to you? You know it, a faculty coming like this, what? But I wanted to be with you. I want to talk my heart out with you. If I would have been in your shoes, I would have done self-counseling, that I know I'm a failure. I accepted I failed. I accepted I failed third time, fourth time, fifth time, sixth time, seventh time. But December 2022 is still an opportunity standing in front of me, very point blank and clear, and I would not waste that opportunity. So, guys, please, one message for all of you is, let us not waste too many days in sulking. Let us not waste too many days expecting miracles would happen for MNB. They would release the key, they will reissue the result or something. Let's not keep expecting that. Let us take an early start, and procedure to go forward has to be individualized. It has to be your own way, because everybody is in a different horizon right now. So guys, the the most important thing is that, you know what, uh, the subjects which you are having in mind, can you run away from medicine? Better tell me. But because so long as we'll keep running away from medicine, it won't suffice, man. Guys, why can't we really say to ourselves, medicine is not one subject. Medicine is an amalgam of, four subjects. It's CVS, CNS, rheumat and endocrine and respiratory, and you have to think about the rheumatology. Four subjects. Please divide medicine into four subjects. Separate CVS, separate CNS. Please combine respiratory and the endocrinology and rheumatology and nephrology together, and keep four subjects in your mind. And medicine is not once. Don't do medicine in one go. Divide that into four portions, and that's how you do. Make your own notes. Do more questions. Better. The trick of doing medicine is, for one time you see the content, whatever source you're following, make your notes. After that, do more questions and do that same content retrospectively, rather than keep revising the content again and again. Now, uh, which actually, somebody is writing, Anjali, you are writing that, can teachers stand together with students? If you are organizing anything and NB, let me know, I'll be there, beta. But Anjali, I have a question to all of you, beta. Has it helped in the past? Tell me. Only way is legal way. Let us really call spade a spade, beta. I know in a moment of really, anger, or this is the anger we all share. This is this is actually something we all are feeling the same way, that why it happened like that. But the only way is a legal way, beta. Because you know what, as we grow, we understand government has to be really brought to, question through legal route only. But the legal route, people tried last time to decrease the pass percentage and all that, they did not budge here. So Anjali, it's not that the all faculty members, believe me, whomsoever I'm talking to, everybody is feeling so bad about it. FMGs really tried so hard for this exam, but why couldn't they make it? It's not that everybody cannot feel your pain. Every faculty member feel your pain. But Anjali, what is the mechanism to really, only legal mechanism, beta. Otherwise, they don't have any, you can't pressurize them to release this thing. They, I would want to see the key first. Really, honestly, I am really desperate to see the key first. That show us what questions came, what was the key, where our students went wrong. Actually, okay, that's not really. But hoping that miracles would happen would waste few more days for us. Today is 6th of July. Look at my hand, beta. August, September, October, November. Please see, July is already July. We're going August, September, October, November, and then the last December month, November last part will be TND, will be the mock papers and all that. You have got practically 4 months to study. Beta. I repeat, if you start from today, again August, September, October, November till 6th of November, we have 4 months to study. After that, the TND would start, and mock test and the grand test and all those things start, and it's more of the last revision going on. 4 months are there. May I request all of you to allocate one weaker subject in every month. Beta. We have 4 months, four weakest subjects. Please allocate one weakest subject every month. But medicine, please segregate into four. Can we keep CVS for July? When I say CVS, you must do CVS from the physiology also. Revise that part. You must do the antiarrhythmic, antihypertensive from pharmacology also. Beta. Then let us do August CNS part. CNS, please revise the neuroanatomy and neurophysiology along with CNS. Beta. Then come the rheumat and nephro. And when you do the rheumat and nephro, please revise the relative part of the physiology also and pathology also. And so respiratory, endocrine. When you do endocrine, you are anyway revising a lot of physiology of endocrine also. Can we keep four medicine part in every month? Like I repeat, July, August, September, October. 4 months, one part of medicine, one of CVS, one of CNS. Then we go for the respiratory, endocrine, and then rheumat, nephro. Beta. Make a timetable for you that I would not be scared of medicine by doing it one go. I'm going to divide medicine into four parts, and I'm going to target each part per month. Beta. In addition to this, I'll be doing one weaker subject every month, whichever my PSM is weaker or my micro is weaker. So every month, let us keep one subject. if you're preparing on your own, because you know, whatever resource you follow, if you're preparing your own, if we have today this thing in clear in our mind, number one, December 2022, we are going to have an opportunity to pass the examination. What will happen, what will not happen, only God knows, Peter. We don't know. But I have an opportunity coming actually. Number two, I'll take an early start. Number three, I will consider medicine as 4 subjects, and I would be having 4 months now. Every month I'll do one part out of CVS, CNS, respiratory endocrine, and rheumat nephro. And every 4 month I will have 1 week subject. Like microbiology, I do in July. Then my orthopedic is weaker, I'll do in August. My pediatric is horrible, I'll do in like September. And then I think my, you know, I have not been good in biochemistry, I'll do biochemistry in the month of October. So guys, with this kind of thing, you are targeting your weaker medicine and your 4 weaker subjects in addition to revising better, in addition to revision of your notes actually. And the last part, TND comes, appear in the TND, you know, test and discussion, and just finish this thing better. Guys, if you enroll for the regular batch again, if you regular batch again from the same institute or the another institute, if you are good in one subject, please do not attend the whole day classes. You can do a very fast revision on that day of that subject and finish that. Making stronger subject more strong would not help us in the paper. I repeat, if you have joined a regular batch again, same institute, another institute, and one subject is strong for you already, attending that strong subject class for 4 day full days would not help us much better, because making a stronger subject more strong is not going to help us. In fact, those 4 days I will keep 1.5 day for revision of that strong subject, and the remaining 2.5 day I would focus on my weaker subject better. Now it's a time to innovate. My dear friends, these structured classes every day and all that by repeat batch, attending again and again would not really help. We need to tweak the strategy. We need to create a new strategy as per our needs better. It's a buffet. It's there. Okay, you joined X thing. You see what is going to help you out of that. But do not keep on attending 4 days strong subject again for you to make it more strong for you. It would not be 1.5 days sufficient to revise for me that subject. Like ophthalmology is good for me, 1.5 days good for me for ophthalmology revision. Remaining 2.5 day, why should I not do CNS better? I have a question to you. 4 day ophthalmology class you are doing, you're already good in ophthalmology. Why can't we revise ophthalmology in 1.5 day, and 2.5 days we keep for the actual strengthening of our weaker subject like CNS of medicine better? Guys, we need to innovate. You need to innovate. We as faculties need to innovate. Institutes need to innovate, and every platform need to innovate for FMGs. Actually, I agree to that, and absolutely will be definitely. That's why in Doc also, you know, they have actually agreed. They have created this thing that anyone who wants to buy 3 subjects in FMG only, they can buy it, just to create a platform of window open for everyone. Wherever they want to really find a resource, they should be able to tap that actually. But your point is that where you are standing right now, you should see within that what actually going to best solve for me. Where you join TND beta. I would not delete this video. This delete video will be there for a couple of days beta. After that we delete it, because it's not a formal conversation, it's an informal conversation. Rakesh, we will be keeping it. Uh, I know. I know that, you know what, you have a distrust for the exam conducting body. Everyone has that. I do understand that. But you know what? Let us really not lose this opportunity of December 2022. Beta, guys, this is one golden opportunity still waiting for us. I know what they will do only they know. But what we can do is the hard work. Beta, I please understand. This is what in our hands. And with my folded, I want to tell you one more time, beta, that don't doubt yourself, because when we fail we start doubting ourselves that did I deserve to pass or no. But ask, look within how much hard work we did, all of us, all faculty members, all institutions, every platform, every app, try to do level best better, so that you guys should make it. And you also really worked very hard, and I have got a full confidence in that, because I'm lucky to be in contact with many students of FMG background, and need PG also. one-to-one, and I know what kind of effort they're putting, keeping awake yourself till 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning, then sleeping for only 5-6 hours, then again studying. It's not an easy job, beta. And I'm sure your parents would understand it, and make them hear that part of the video because if they know it, they don't need to hear it from me, beta. They love you, they stand by your side. You are passing a tough phase, but let us not talk which institute to join or which app to join. That's none of my business, beta. You are very, very capable people here. I trust you. This is actually every resource is there in front of you. You decide what actually is right for you. The idea of this interaction is not to really tell you to do this or to join this. That's not none of my business, honestly. My business is in 2022 December, you should pass, beta. Guys, let us really work hard together, because I would not really be able to, sort of be settled till the time you guys pass the examination. Honestly, that's I don't know how, but why. And FMG examinees are very close to my heart, and a lot of faculties also, not just my heart. A lot of faculties also, they feel a lot for you guys, and we are standing behind you. We are standing behind you. We are we are your well wishers. We trust that you guys worked hard. I know NB did not really have that favorable result for you, but 4 more months, बेटा, 4 more months of study. थोड़ी हिम्मत बांध लेते हैं, थोड़ा दिल दोबारा इकट्ठा कर लेते हैं, एक बार पक्का कर लेते हैं. आई नो अभी बहुत बुरा लग रहा होगा ये सुन के कि दोबारा पढ़ना सर बहुत मुश्किल है. मैं 6 बार पढ़ चुका, मैं 7 बार पढ़ चुका, मुझे दोबारा नहीं पढ़ना है. कुछ नया पढ़ना है, कुछ नए तरीके से करना है. Guys, we need to innovate. Please understand, somewhere we are going not correct. We need to, you know, change our approach. Some resources need to be tweaked. Some subject to be uplifted. Let's look within. Let's look within. Don't really, if he's joining regular batch again, then I should also join. No, not like that. It is his decision, my decision. I have my personal family problem, my financial issues. I'm a disciplined guy. I can do on my own. I can afford TND program only. It's my approach. Not that person is doing, okay, that person went to X institute, now I went to Y institute. Oh, okay, I also go to Y institute. Don't really cut copy paste. You look within. A person who has failed in the first attempt will have a different kind of approach versus for a person who have failed for the fifth time. People who are failing in the exam the fifth time, I have a humble request to all of you. Please see within. Are you ignoring few subjects? Are you ignoring few subjects continuously? Are 4 subjects still weaker for you? Let's work on them. Now the house is open to all of you. If you have any question, please, beta, write in the chat box. Beta. We are actually, together. Please let us. The chat box is open for you, and share with me what question you have right now at this moment. Gargi, I agree. Recall marks for a lot of people were more than the actual result, and I understand that. But again, Gargi, my question is, legal way is the only way. People have tried that. People might try that, but can we delay our preparation because of that, better? Because if July goes, 1 month goes, then December comes very closer, better. My idea of coming 6th of July to meet all of you is to remind you that okay, 4 days have gone. Let us not really, because 4 days we all mourn. I should not give this example. It's a very stupid example to give. Even if we lose a family member, for 4 days we are having that kind of mourning in the family, and fourth day we say goodbye to that kind of phase, and we start getting back to our routine life. Beta. Every sorrow phase in our life has to have an endpoint. Let us create an endpoint today. Beta. You will not be able to gain anything by prolonging your misery. You will prolong your misery. You will waste more days. If July ends, you are wasting 1 month where you could have made few subjects stronger for you. Please understand that this is what my idea of coming to you is. Number one, we trust that you worked hard. Your parents trust that you worked hard. We will work together. You need to understand where you went a little bit wrong, where were the 4 subjects weaker, how can I make them stronger. I will choose my way myself. I will not copy paste anybody else's way. If anybody wants to join regular batch, it's not necessary for everyone. Maybe TND batch is a good batch for me. But I done coaching but done question. I did not give June exam, so please give suggestion. Once you have done the coaching, beta, you need not repeat the coaching again. Once you have done the coaching from any offline institute, if you not given the exam, then we would not be. There's no need to really repeat the same thing again and again. Guys, do more question, look for new resources for weaker subjects and add on to your notes better. Doing the same thing again and again would not really help us increase our bandwidth of the exam numbers better. To increase the numbers, we have to increase our knowledge base better. FMGs should understand the exam is getting more and more close to NEET PG, and that distinction between NEET PG FMG is diluting gradually with every exam passing. Now let us escalate our knowledge better. We have to go beyond it. We cannot have conventional way of preparation, because something we need to also look within. How we could have, if 10% people have passed, why they have passed, and how could I have been that list? I agree, there is a scope of recheck better. I'm not saying that, but let us face this situation. Let us go beyond it. Let us go beyond. uh, where to solve the questions, beta? There are a lot of resources available. Every institute gives you MCQs. TND papers are very very important. Everyone mark my word on this. TND papers are very very important, and they are important question for every subject. You should do that, and you should always, if you are going to run an app, every app has got specific question for FMGs. Do those question, and trust one resource. That's very important. Main resource should be one resource. After that, catch information from other resources. Few subjects you can do from other resources also. That now FMGs need to understand that conventional thought of going with one resource only is diluting. Now we need to look beyond, and we need to make our own kitty of the resources of the subject, and that would be probably helping us to increase the knowledge base better. Next, I don't want to comment better. How to focus studies after loss of, yeah, you know what, I know the one person said how to it's a moment of self counseling, and what I'm doing is self counseling also beta. I'm speaking you on your behalf. Believe me, I'm speaking you on your behalf, and that's what I'm here for. I'm not here to really say do this or do that. If you would really understand, that's what it's an informal conversation. It's not having any substance or anything to really, or an agenda to really, because today is not a day to talk agenda. Today is the day to stand together. Today is the day to really make sure that our students believe that we believe them, that they worked hard. You believe that your institutions, your faculties worked hard. Your parents should believe you that you worked hard, and we all work together again to make sure that you succeed in 2022 December examination. That's the only thought in my mind while I conduct this session. We'll have more and more sessions as we refine our preparation strategies in the future. But take an early start. Medicine is amalgam of 4 subjects. I will do one part of medicine in every month out of next 4 months. I will make a list of 4 weaker subjects, and I'll do 1 weak subject per month. This will give me confidence. I will look beyond my resources to look for other resources. Also, I would not copy paste anybody else's plan into my plan. If I got a financial issue, I would really be self-driven, self-motivated. I will take more information from some resources and will join a TND program only, and I would really make sure that every day I'm studying it. And believe me, every faculty member is with you. Trust me on that, and will keep it, standing by your side in one or other way. Let us start afresh with it. Let us start. May I request all of you to write in the chat box something positive to encourage you and encourage other person better. Let the chat box narrate a story right now. I know in the week time also we are supposed to say tough thing to ourselves. In the week time also we are supposed to say some positive things to ourselves better. Let us write one line in the chat box to encourage yourself and your fellow beings that we are together, we will bounce back, we'll start studying again for the December 2022 examination. That's still an opportunity waiting for all of us. Better. You can join with a TND pure Anupama. There are institutes offering pure TND programs also. Just look around. Whichever I would not say beta X TND program. This session is not about, if you if you know me, I would never ever utter a word beta. Believe me, because I don't really do all those things honestly. That's none of my business honestly. You know which resource is the best for you, which TND program. you guys are smart enough to really look around better, because let's not dilute the sanctity of this conversation by promoting X or Y better. That's not, because right now my honestly, if you can feel that my heart is full of pain actually. Honestly, like you can't believe it actually. I've been like restless, and a lot of faculty members, better. A lot of faculty, not just, I should not only say only I am really doing this. A lot of faculty members are feeling the same thing, and I'm conveying it on behalf of all faculty members that okay, we feel your pain, and it's not a moment to really propagate X or Y over here. Nothing like that, but it is your domain. You decide. But I'm giving you suggestion: regular batch versus TND batch. When you have got five subject weaker, look for some other resources better. Then don't think that the same resource is going to help you. If you think your five subject weaker, then you have to look for another resource for sure. Try, but don't really spend too much on joining a regular batch again. That would not be a great idea better, because replacing one instead of the other is not. We have to see my these subject weaker, where I can find the subject I can do them better. Let us be smart and let us be more creative now. Let's be more innovative now. 145 to 149. Again, Hari Prakash, please do a homework today. Medicine, four parts, and four weaker subjects for you. Write down and think about them, how we can augment them better. Medicine, one time you see the resource, make the notes. After that, do the question and revise the notes better. Note revision has to be retrospective, that will make it faster. For the first timers who are preparing it, we will do another session. This session is for just you know this session is for the people who are repeating one time, two time. This session is for not the freshers, for the repeaters. Thank you, Faizusan. If the session helped you, I God bless you. God bless you. We'll keep doing some things, certain things, like that, because we believe that FMGs need to be supported. Honestly, that's the whole concept actually, is that FMGs need to be supported, because uh, you guys deserve to be in the medical, licensed practice at the earliest. Yes, there is a hand holding required, and this session is also one part of the various activities which we would like to do with you guys actually. Let us end this conversation. Everybody, may I request all of you to write something when in the chat box which is positive, which actually encourages you and encourages other friend also. But let us bounce back. But the theme of the theme of this conversation is let us bounce back. Let us adopt a early start strategy. Let us target the four weaker subjects, and let us target the medicine in the way we have talked about. Thank you, Chaitanya. That's a wonderful message. Whatever has happened this time, it might be unfair for most of us, but there's nothing we can do about it. We all need to come back stronger. Just believe and everything will be fine. So wonderful. Chaitanya, you have summarized everything, whatever I've said. Like, please, wonderful, beta. Really, Chaitanya, wonderful statement by Chaitanya. Please read. Chaitanya has really summarized the things so beautifully. And very good, Vidam. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you. And you know what? Somebody then don't do different things. Things do. Let us do things differently this time. A very good quotation also. I think that time to do some things differently. Better. Let us take a different approach now, because that's very important. Conventional resources. We need to really add on a couple of things to them to really help us really increase the knowledge base. That would be really TND late start होता है बेटा. TND would start little later towards the October frame. So you have got 4 months to really study बेटा. Let us pledge today. पढ़ना शुरू करते हैं भाई. दोबारा से पढ़ते हैं. बिना पढ़ाई के नहीं होगा. Parents को please make your parents hear that part of this video. Make them hear that part because if they support you, I know you will bounce back faster. And they support you. They are internally with you. Don't feel that a parent who is agitated is not a loving parent. A parent is agitated because of your failure. It's okay, but they are with you. They are with you. Retrospective means that you do the MCQs and after that you read the notes again and do the revision. Let me summarize a couple of things now before we finish this. Everyone now hear me. Now we can Keshav, absolutely Keshav. Please, everybody read the Keshav statement actually. Yes, please read the Keshav statement. Keshav Gupta is saying that I am finding it hard to restart. I'm kind of escaping study. Please help. Now, Keshav, this is not just your state of mind, beta. All the people in this, sort of interaction right now are having the same feeling. Nobody wants to open the book right now. It's a natural reaction to feel repulsive about the books actually, right? This moment, you would feel repulsive. Who would like to study at this moment? But do you have any other option? You tell me. If we don't want to study, okay, we have the repulsion for studies, which is understandable. For some days it will happen, but sooner or later we need to bounce back. Can we draft a strategy for the month of July that we are going to do this much revision? Because one thing, please be clear, more delay you will do in starting your study, more negative you will feel about your preparation. The only antidote to negativity is hard work. I know right now, as somebody very clearly said, that we don't want to study, we feel repulsive about study, but we do not have any other path to follow. We need to study. It may be fifth failure, sixth failure, seventh failure, eighth failure, whatever it may be. December 2022 is still an opportunity standing in front of you without negative marking, 150 out of 300. Still, the criteria is alive for you. I repeat, next year, which exam? Next exam, no exam. I don't know which exam, but December 2022, 150 out of 300 without negative marking is still a possibility which is valid in front of us. So let us not let that get diluted. Let us stay in present. Don't overthink things. Wonderful. Thank you very much, beta. It's understandable. Amar, not just you, beta. 149. So many students are at 148, 149. You can understand, beta, what we go through. But NB doesn't give grace marks, so that would not really be a possibility. Let us start studying, my dear friends. Only thing I want to really summarize it. Let us take an early start, beta. I know it is tough, but we don't have any solution for the problem posed by NB in front of us. Only solution we have is hard work, hard work, and hard work. Let's do the hard work. Let's once again start. थोड़ा दिल पक्का करते हैं, थोड़ा दिल मजबूत करते हैं, दोबारा से पढ़ाई शुरू करते हैं. 4 महीने में 4 सब्जेक्ट स्ट्रॉन्ग करेंगे अपने वीकर को, मेडिसिन पक्की करेंगे, आगे बढ़ेंगे, नया अप्रोच अपनाएंगे, नए टेक्निक्स, नए सोर्सेज की तरफ देखेंगे, इन एडिशन टू आवर एग्जिस्टिंग रिसोर्स, अपना नॉलेज बेस बढ़ाएंगे और आगे बढ़ेंगे. बेटा, that is what we need to do at this point of time. Never lose a rope of hope. Believe me, like that's what I'm here for. And thank you for reminding me that actually. I'm also tightly holding the rope of hope for all of you that that in December we'll make it happen. I know, Raj Goldie, need to practice more question actually. Need to practice more question. Okay. I'll end this session here, beta. I'll end this session. It's not the only session. This was just a small session to make you believe, to make sure you feel that we faculty members stand by your side. We are with you guys, and we will proceed from here further. You are not alone in this battle. You are not alone in this failure, and we all are together till the time you make it. And December 2022 is a very real possibility with the same rule of the game intact. The rule of game are not changing in December 2022, but next year, rule of the game will change. So do not waste time with it. Take an early start. 4 months, let us study aggressively with it. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks a lot. And I would say, if one thing can make you smile at the end of the day, you know what? Every failure, I know it's painful, but let us, feel little easy after this interaction and internalize the 4 weaker subjects and how to adopt a strategy. Think that what suits me, what suits my financial this thing also, from my parent angle also, logistics angle also. Let us be taking a call as per my internal design. Actually, that's very important. Thank you very much, guys, and thanks a lot, everyone, and God bless you. We trust you. We are with you. Your parents are with you. Make them, believe that soon you will be making them proud. Let's go forward from here. Thanks very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.